Hi Virgo, I hope you're doing well. This is Naveen Ferguson. You've reached the channel and you have, two bonus cards, even though this is a bonus reading. So you're getting bonus on top of bonus. Okay, so Virgo, this is a bonus reading for the 13th, the 14th, and the 15th of March 2023. Okay, and Virgo, I do invite you to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and feel free to further support the channel by becoming a Patreon member at patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. The link is in the description box below. And also, Virgo, I am offering personal readings at this time, and the information for that is also in the description box below. Virgo, the best way to support the growth of the channel is to become a Patreon member, because where I am in the world, the region, is not capable of getting monetized by YouTube at this time. So the best way to support the channel would definitely be becoming a Patreon subscriber. And also becoming a Patreon subscriber, you're able to suggest types of reading for the channel. Okay. So, wow, you have a lot more cards than is what's typical in a bonus reading, but clearly the universe wants to tell you something. So let's go ahead and see what's up. Okay, so for the 13th, 14th, and 15th, Virgo. Okay, so for the 13th, you're clearly moving forward in something monumentous. Okay, it's going to take a lot of your focus, a lot of your drive. I sense your essence. The Ace of Swords. I sense it's taking all that you are. In more so, some of you, in more so how would I say this? A way that is necessary, okay? A side of you that's necessary, okay? It seems to be very important in nature. And a lot of you, you're also looking at this as an opportunity to become more, to meet the challenge head on and succeed, okay? And the universe is definitely empowering you in this state. You will get more clarity than you've ever had possibly before, or at least more clarity to the situation at hand on the 13th. I sense for some of you, it may just be an all-day thing. So be prepared for work, concentration, debate, perhaps, a lot of planning phases, a lot of acknowledgement of planning phases, okay? There's a certain diplomatic energy towards this as well. I sense a large schema of sorts happening for some of you. Your decision-making will impact many people. Okay, and that's for some of you who this is resonating for in that particular regard. But generally speaking, Virgo, the 13th is definitely going to pull your focus in, like basically hitting the ground running, planning, delegating, deciding. Okay, it's going to take a lot. Okay, so just what I'm sensing is trust your judgment, because your judgment is going to be very high frequency in the way that you see clear between words between words. You're going to see very clear between any guises or miscommunications, okay, at this time, especially on the 13th. Let's see the clarification for the Ace of Swords, Virgo. Yeah, look at that. The Two of Cups. Okay, so it's definitely taking like your essence, like I said, and what's coming across to me is that you're serious and you're almost like your critical natured side and your empathetic side, as it were, is focusing to balance to get a higher level of frequency when it comes to seeing in the dark. Okay, some of you perhaps could be judges. Okay, some of you could probably be on a jury or something like that, or you may be in some capacity of authority to make a judgment call. That's for some of you as well. Okay, that's why I said I feel like your essence is being pulled in, like all that you are, taking all of your own experiences and the experiences being in that situation. There is a lot of focus that is required, okay? And it's taking all that you are, the good, the bad, and everything in between. Okay, Virgo? I'm also sensing to continue to use your heart in this matter. Allow your intuition to have a say. Yes, at this time, you're probably going to be called to be more analytical, but when it comes to the process of things, perhaps the process could be not as cold or not as robotic. Okay? That's why there's senses and parts of you that's coming together to balance the way you proceed. Okay? But definitely your mindset, your intelligence, your clairvoyancy, as it were, is going to be elevated most definitely on the 13th, Virgo. Okay, so let's see what's happening on the 14th. Wow, yeah, again. So I sense this is probably a continuation, because after you delegate certain understandings, you have to move forward with the communication of the delegation, making sure that the systems are being placed. Now, I don't sense that you yourself are actively putting in the placement, but there may be some back and forths of overseeing the process, okay? And you're moving swiftly on this with the Knight of Swords, okay? And also, I'm sensing with the eagle or something, whatever that bird is up there, I'm sensing that you're also being judged yourself. You're also being scrutinized in the way you deal with the situation, the way you deal with the matter, okay? This could be a pivotal point that you may not even be aware of, and I'm making you aware of right now. The spirit, the universe is making you aware of as we're cooperating to only tell you what you need to know. And also remember, this is a bonus reading, so I'm not going to dive too deeply. But what I'm sensing right here is that for some of you, your decisions are being archived. Okay, your decisions are being archived. On the 13th, the agreement is made on however you're going to move forward with the plan, and on the 14th you're definitely implementing that plan. But it's one thing about creating that strategy, and it's another thing to implement that strategy in delegated format and adapt it according to the situations. Okay, you are being scrutinized with how you handle your decision making and the implementation of it, Virgo. Okay, and furthermore, the star. So what's coming here is that what I'm sensing is, are you putting in more, or are you putting in more substance and more quality in the situation rather than taking it out and feeding your own ego? I don't know why that's coming forward per se with the star, but that's what's coming forward, because the star is almost like rejuvenating the earth and stuff like that. But I'm sensing for some of you, there could be a slight reverse effect of sorts, almost like you're trying to control and channel the positive energies towards your own self-image. And I am being advised to let you know, don't do that. Don't get an ego, like a big head, as it were. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be that like burdensome or insulting, okay? But some of you, please remember why you're there. Remember the purpose behind it. It is not just about you in a certain respect. We know you're capable, okay? Just focus on what you are meant to do, okay? And watch the universe with the star work on your behalf, okay? To really shine lights in where your strength is, and to also give you those epiphanies, I think miraculous epiphanies, on where to adapt your decision making, okay? Don't just be, yeah, that's what I'm sensing. The plan was created, what you're doing, right? But some of you, it's like you kind of stick to it like too kind of feverishly, like zealously, okay? And that's because of pride in a certain respect that I'm sensing for some of you, Virgo. I'm sorry, I'm just telling you what I'm seeing, okay? I mean the best for you. I want the best for you, but that is what I'm seeing. There's a certain level of pride, rigidity with some of you, because you're saying you already implemented the plan. This is how we're going to follow the plan. And it's like, you have to be adaptable, okay? And that's also part of the scrutinization that's going under you. How are you going to be implementing this? Okay? Maybe everybody isn't quite there yet, and you have to be a bit more tender-hearted. Okay? That's what's coming through. And if you allow a bit of more reserved nature in your implementation, you will see signs and wonders, as it were, to give you those immediate, quick, clever insights in order to shift and adapt quickly to the situation. Okay, let's see the clarification for the star and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, look at that. The Page of Pentacles. Virgo, it's very clear. If you can take into advisement what I'm saying to you regarding the implementation of whatever it is you're doing here, you will find that later on, and this is setting you up to start something new or elevation, perhaps promotion, perhaps another contract to deal with the situation, or perhaps even in your own business where you can see where you can elevate it according to these new processes that you are implementing, that you're fortifying, whatever the case may be. Okay? The clarification is the Page of Pentacles. If done well, will further you on to levels of abundance, growth, and potential. Okay, more freedom, more what I sense branding. Okay, more quality in who you are and what you bring to the table. Okay, and in that, many other people will also benefit as well. There is a potential start to something grander. And it comes through with how you move forward right now on the 13th, the 14th, and let's go to the 15th. Yeah, look at that. So the Two of Swords, like I said, on the 14th, when you're implementing these things, you may hit certain areas where you may have to tweak the plan. See, Two of Swords, you're tweaking the plan. Okay, you thought about this strategy, but you might have to switch to the next sword. Okay, but you see right here the blindfolded right here of the lady and the moon in the background is a lot of intuitive, empathic, psychic type energy. Okay, and you were told with the star card to have a bit more empathy. Okay, use a little bit more intuition is what this card is saying. So when you do find those what is the word I'm searching for? It's like a pathway mark. It's a I forgot the exact word, but when you have to make a decision, when you see that one dynamic of your plan isn't entirely working, it's not saying that it can't work, but because of the situation, it may need to be tweaked. The miraculous energy from the clairvoyancy, okay, if you're open to it, the epiphany of the psychic energy of the star, the miracle idea will come to you to help change the format that perfectly fits the situation. But you have to be open to it. Okay, Virgo? Clarification for the Two of Swords. Yeah, look at that. I mean, I couldn't say this any better. The Magician. It's coming through to clarify the Two of Swords. Use your intuition. You literally have all the answers in you, but it's only because of your some of you, because of your kind of by the book, kind of rigid nature to stick to a certain plan, you know, is causing you some issues. Okay, but you have all the answers in you, and you have the ability to adapt within yourself to implement. Okay, so the 13th and 14th and 15th is telling you you have the answers already. Okay, your plan can work, but it needs to adapt as it moves along. Okay, in order to create a fortified system. Now, again, this is a bonus message, so I cannot go too deeply on it. But let's see what the bonus cards that came out, bonus on top of bonus. Yeah, look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, and this is definitely speaking to the, I sense the world is speaking towards more of the Page, and the Queen of Swords is speaking towards all of the energy, okay? Because all of the energy, you see all this blue? You see all this blue here? Okay, blue, blue, blue. And and one of the major things of change right here, or color right here, would be the Page of Pentacles, and in a dynamic lantern of the world. Okay, Virgo? So look at this. You are operating in the Queen of Swords. In certain cases, you're being a little bit micromanaging, okay? Because the Queen can be in the midst and delegating as she's in the midst of the situation. It's a little bit different than the King of Pentacles, whereby he's not necessarily in the midst of the situation, but he sends the delegations of what he wants to do anyway, okay? Whereby the Queen is a bit more in the situation, okay? Like if you're being an architect to a building, you're literally in the building while it's being built, and you're telling people what to do in the building. Okay, that's what the Queen is basically doing, as opposed to like the King, who's probably in an architectural firm somewhere else and have already sent off the plans. Okay, So this is the energy you're vibing in at this time for the 13th, the 14th, and the 15th Virgo. You're the Queen of Swords, making sure a certain dynamic is done. You are seeing through the lines. You're seeing the truth of the matter. You're seeing the reasons behind things, yes. But humans are way more complicated than that. Okay? Some of you are the leaders. Some of you are the employees. Okay? Whereby there are certain things that are expected of you, and even in yourself you have to do your best to also be flexible at this time. Okay, because if you are flexible, whether you are the employer or the employee, or the head of the project, or whatever the case may be, if this is done right, it's going to further you into this new chapter. This is where it wants you to go. That's why you got the Page of Pentacles down here, Virgo. This is the potential for you to get into a grander place. You do this right because you're getting these, you're being scrutinized, okay? It will open the door to the next chapter of things. This is like almost the last part of the next phase of things, okay? This will lead you into a grander place, the new chapter. This is fortifying that experience that you need. Can you be flexible in your endeavors is really what's coming through this. Can you be more understanding? Can you be more discerning in an empathetic way? Sense that some of you will also have the opportunity to travel, especially if this is done right, okay? So Virgo, this bonus message is really kind of helping advise you for the 13th, the 14th, and the 15th. This is just amazing. It's very clear and straightforward. I sense it's a bit more fine-tuned for a certain amount of Virgo, okay? But whatever it is resonates for you, please. I really do hope that it helps you in your decision making and your dynamics for the 13th, the 14th, and 15th. So Virgo, if this has helped you in any way, which I really do hope that it did, please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and feel free to further support the channel by becoming a Patreon member at patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. The link is in the description box below. And remember, I am offering personal readings at this time. The information for that is also in the description box below. I wish you all the best, Virgo. Bye.